Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're back for another match preview, and this time it's Swansea City versus Hull City in the Sky Bet Championship this Saturday, 3 PM kickoff at the Swansea.com Stadium. Before we get into our part, we have actually got a guest on, a Hull City fan who's featured on our channel many times before. It is old Grandpa Joe, a very good Hull City content creator. So yeah, before we get into our part, we'll hand it over to him and see what he has to say ahead of the game.
Hi guys, over on the Pure SCFC vlog channel, old Grandpa Joe here, Hull City fan and YouTuber. Just a quick little summary of our season so far. I am loving life under Liam Rosenior. He is simply superb. As a manager, I love him. He says all the right things. He's got us an identity. He's made some superb signings. Jayden Philogene is brilliant. Liam Delap, Tyler Morton, brilliant. Scott Twine, he's getting there. We've got to be patient, sure, but he's getting there week by week. At the back, not the new skipper, sorry, just normal skipper. He's been skipper for this is his second season. Louis Coyle. If you told me at the end of last season that Louis Coyle would be one of the first names on the team sheet and Cyrus Christie would firmly be my second choice right back, I would not have believed you. That's testament to how superb Louis has been. He's not the most flashy of players, he's not the household name, but he's the captain, he's a local lad, he cares about the football club, and that shows on the pitch. He's an absolute grafter. Alongside him at the back, Jacob Greaves has become a fantastic makeshift left back as new signing Ruben Vinagre has struggled. Sean McLaughlin and Alfie Jones, perma-class. Absolutely class as per. Seri, again, absolutely class. Regan Slater's on his way back from injury. I think this game might come a bit too soon for him. Tufan started the season really well, but has had an injury in recent weeks and he's coming back to fitness. Aaron Connolly the same. I think he's missing through injury for Saturday. New signing Ryan Allsop in goal has been brilliant. Him and Matt Ingram are two really, really good goalkeepers. Really, really stiff competition for one another. Allsop has come in and he looks at ease when the ball's at his feet and is a great shot stopper as well. Ingram a bit less so with the ball at his feet, but he's a superb shot stopper. But I think it will be Allsop who starts. Yeah, that's a run through of our team. We are absolutely class. The owner is getting everything right. He's got the right manager in charge. A new contract for Rosenior is very close to tie him down. I am loving the state of my football club at the moment. Score prediction, I'm quite confident. I'm going to say 2-0 win. Goals, Jayden Philogene, of course. And we'll chuck in Scott Twine, first goal. He's got 2 assists so far. A goal is coming, and I think once he gets it, he will be absolutely fine. So, yeah, look forward to the game. Should be a good game against a competitive Swansea side. Yeah, take care, guys. Thank you again.
So yeah, massive thanks to old Grandpa Joe for featuring on the channel. His link will be down in the description, so go subscribe to him. There's some really good Hull City content. So yeah, his link will be down in the description for you to subscribe to them.
Right, so now on to mine and Luke's part then. Obviously it's going to be a really tough game against Hull. Just come off the back of the international break. Prior to that, it was a 3-2 defeat away at Ipswich. I think we do kind of need another win now. We haven't won in our last 2, I believe, maybe 3, because of the international break. I'm struggling to bloody think of who we've actually played against. But yeah, I think we need a win regardless, to be honest. I think the last one was Blackburn away. It's going to be a tough game against Hull. They've got some good players and they're doing really well for themselves this season. It's never an easy game against Hull, to be honest. Always quite high scoring, actually. I remember 4 all draws, 3-2 either way. So, I've had some high scoring games against Hull. And yeah, it's going to be a very tough one. But what's your thoughts going into this game?
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky game. I think Hull, they're doing very well this season so far. Above us in the league, pretty sure they are in the top 10. They have had a very good season, and I do rate Liam Rosenior as a manager. But yeah, they have some really good players in their side. But last season against Hull, I thought we did well. Obviously, we got a draw away at their place last game of the season. And then down at our ground, I'm pretty sure we beat them 3-0 actually. I think they were on a bad run of form at that point. And then we managed to get that job done. So, well, hopefully we can do the same again. But I think it's going to be a lot harder this time, just because I feel like they've improved as a team. We've only won 1 game in our last 5, I'm pretty sure. Which isn't great. Realistically, we need to get some more wins under our belt. But, yeah, it's going to be a tricky game.
Yeah, and then now going on to the injury news and suspensions, then Luke will give you the Swans ones to start off with.
So yeah, for the Swans, we got Nathan Wood, Josh Key, Josh Ginley, Joe Allen, Nikola Kukurevic, Azim Abdullahi, and then Liam Cullen, who's obviously suspended.
Yeah, and then as for Hull, 5 absentees then. So they got Aaron Connolly out with a foot injury. They got Adama Traore with a groin injury. Also Lokilo with a groin injury. They've got Cynic with a knee injury and Regan Slater out with a hamstring injury. But now going on to the key players then. So if there's any Hull fans watching this, I think these are the Swans players you need to look out for. Number 1, I'm going to go with Matt Grimes. I think he's been, great for us this season. One of our most consistent players, as he has been for his whole Swansea career, really. And then the 2 other players, I'm going to go with our current centre-back partnership. Bashir Humphreys and Harry Darlin, both been terrific this season. And I think they've proved that they are our best 2 centre-halves this season. But yeah, would you add anyone else?
Well, yeah, I actually would have added Liam Cullen, but obviously he is suspended. But I think he has really improved this season regardless. But I think if I'm going to add a player to it, I'll probably add Carl Rushworth in there. I know we conceded 3 to Ipswich, but it is against Ipswich. They are one of the best teams in the league. And to be fair, if not for him, Ipswich probably could have scored about 5 or 6 in that game, to be honest, if they were more clinical. But Rushworth made some really good saves and he's been brilliant all season. Definitely one of our better signings. So, I'll definitely put Carl Rushworth in there.
Yeah, and then as for Hull City then, I'm going to go with 3 players who I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, are all on loan from Premier League sides. Number 1, I'm going to go with Liam Delap, obviously on loan from Man City. Second, I'm going to go with Tyler Morton on loan from Liverpool, who's obviously made some cup appearances for Liverpool. And then I'm going to go with Scott Twine as well, who's obviously on loan from Burnley. I think they're three very good players at this level, but would you add anyone else?
Yeah, I'm going to have 3 players. One of them is Jaden Philogene on loan from Aston Villa, I believe. He was at Cardiff last season. I thought he was definitely one of their better players. And I think he's been terrific for Hull this season. With, the pace he's got, the skills, tricks, all that. So I think he's definitely a player to look out for, especially in the future as well. And then 2 other players I'll go for is Ozan Tufan. I think he's a good midfielder. I think he's definitely way above his level, in my opinion. I think he's a really good player. I think he's got good passing. He can take on players going forward. He could also do some defensive duties if he has to. So I think he's been good for them over the last 2 years. And then on my next one, or my last one, is Jacob Graves. I think he's a good young, still youngish centre back. I'm sure there were a lot of clubs interested in the summer, but Hull, managed to keep hold of him, and I think that's good for them because I think he's a brilliant, young centre half. So I'll go for those 3 players.
Yeah, and then as for the lineup, I'm going to go with in. So in goals, I'm going to go with Carl Rushworth. Right back, I'm going to go with Harrison Ashby. Left back, Josh Tyman. 2 centre halves of Harry Darlin and Bashir Humphreys. In midfield, I'm going to go with Matt Grimes, Charlie Patino, and Ollie Cooper. And 3 up front, I'm going to go Jamie Patterson, Jamal Lowe, and Jerry Yates. But yeah, what's your lineup?
I'm trying to think of who I could put into that lineup, to be fair. But I don't know. No, I think I will put Jay Fulton instead of Ollie Cooper. But I think that's the only change I'd make, because I feel like Patterson, he has to go into that attack to replace Liam Cullen. I think that's a certainty, really. So I think my only change would be Jay Fulton for Ollie Cooper, just to stay a little bit more defensive, because I think Cooper's better off the bench, in my opinion.
Yeah, but now finally onto the score prediction then. So we need a win. Our back is to get a 2-1 win. Swansea City 2, Hull 1. I'm going to go with, to score for them, I'm going to go with Tyler Morton, and to get the goals for the Swans then, I'm going to go with Jamie Patterson and Jerry Yates. But what's your prediction?
Mine's actually the complete opposite. I'm going for a 2-1 Hull win. I think it's about time they beat us now. Obviously they couldn't do it last season, but I think this season is definitely their time, doing better than us in the league as well. So I'll go for a 2-1 Hull City win. I think Jaden Philogene and Liam Delap will score for them, and then I think Jerry Yates will score for us because he's on a goal drought.
Yeah, obviously once again a massive thanks for watching this. We'll be back tomorrow for a matchday vlog, so stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, cheers.